too. I know you scared, but what you gonna do when we come through?
Coming from words that trigger my temper, we do kung fu.
Happy New Year. Happy 2024. It's crazy. It's insane to say that. It's crazy to think that I'm going to be entering my second year of living in London ever since I made the decision to drop out of uni, to move across the world and pursue becoming a full-time actress. I'm so excited for what 2024 has to offer. I don't want to say that the 2023 was uneventful, because I know that that's what my brain wants to say, but that's not like what I feel in my heart. I feel like 2023 brought me so much growth, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Sort of a lot of like growth was done in my character, but not in tangible ways that you can see, or rather that other people can see. And I think I had quite a difficult time last year, struggling with the sense that I didn't have anything material that I could sort of put forth before people to say, hey, this is what I've done with my time, this is why me moving to London was a good idea, this is why me dropping out of uni, dropping out of law school to pursue acting full-time was a good idea. So in a lot of ways, I think I was battling with this small voice in my head that was telling me that I'd made the wrong decision, or that this choice hadn't been as fruitful as I hoped and prayed that it would be. Yeah, I mean, 2023 was just challenging me left, right, and center in so many ways mentally. Like, girl, there was a war going on up here, but there's so much that I am to be thankful for, that like I think there are even things that I forget and I'll be upset that they don't come to mind straight away, like when I'm looking back at this video. But like I think about the amazing friendships that I made. One girl who I work at the cafe has literally become one of the best friends I ever could have imagined. And I remember when in the first couple of months of me living in London, I had been like crying often as I walked to work, about how much I missed especially female friendships, because girl, you already know, like a girl just needs her girlfriends, you know. So I was missing my girlfriends, and yeah, and then literally like a month later, this girl started working at the cafe, and we only do one shift a week together, but we're literally inseparable. And I love her flatmates, and we all have become like one big happy friend group. And I'm just like, I don't know, I've never so quickly become that comfortable around people. I just feel like, yeah, I really found, girl, not me wanting to cry thinking about it, because when I tell you I cried a lot walking to work, thinking about how much I missed my friends, and I just think about how one thing about God provides, because yeah, I asked and I did receive, so I'm really thankful for those friends. I think back to like, I literally went to Brazil last year. I literally went to Brazil and performed in the World Poetry Slam. Like, girl, that is the gag of the year. That, who would have ever thought that I could do something like that? And that's only the beginning. Like, I'm about to go on to do greater things. Like, that should have been the peak. I did that when I was 22. So imagine this year I'm going to be turning 23. I have to gag the girls more. Like, I have to level up, and there will be more leveling up. So that I had written ages ago, because last year there was a part of the year where I was doing the Artist's Way challenge. I think a lot of you guys will probably know that. It's like a book. I'll try put a photo of what it looks like if you want to try find it, because it's helped me in so many ways. In 2023 I also started journaling every day, and that's done, oh my god, wonders for my mental health. Like, I did not ever think that, oh, like, let's touch wood, because it's only been a couple of months of mental stability. So I'm just praying that this is what will continue for the rest of my life. But journaling the Artist's Way, it really just like, the practice of journaling every day has just like transformed, like created new synapses or some shit in my brain. I don't know. But it's just done wonders for my mental and emotional health. Leaps and bounds, girl, like milestones were reached. Yeah, but anyway, I remember when I was doing the Artist's Way, there was an entry that, can I even find it? Hold on, let me try find it, one second. I remember writing this and feeling really low about where I was creatively, and I thought I would read it to you, because I just feel like I'm really feeling the momentum of like moving out of this place now, and I can look back reading this and be like, damn, that's crazy that I felt that way. I wrote, because my art has yet to achieve anything big or give any type of monetary reward that could support my living, I sometimes wonder whether I've devoted all my time to a hopeless hobby. Maybe finishing my law degree was the right thing to do. Has my commitment to the arts made me fall behind? Am I slowly robbing myself of a future of security and safety? I am so deeply afraid that one day I'll wake up and realize that there was never anything special about me, nothing special about my art. I'm scared I'll realize all those people were right and I should have stayed in uni. Yeah, that one, can't lie girl, that one is a little sad for me to read. When every single person on this planet, specifically creatives in this world, when we were all babies, like yet to have the thoughts and opinions of the world thrust upon us, if every single person that is beloved to us and claims to love us in their interactions with us, if they affirmed what we had named as our purpose, we knew it to be, for me, acting and poetry and anything within the performing arts, if the people I love and who claim to love me, if they had always affirmed those things and assured me that they recognized that this was my purpose and they were willing to aid me however they could or facilitate my journey in pursuit of that thing, I wonder how much further I would be in my creative career. It's also made me think about the great importance and maybe even blind negligent role I've played in the lives of maybe my friends and family, where I should have been more impassioned about affirming them that their creative pursuits are worth something and have meaning, because I can now see how transformative that would have been for me as a creative, and I can only hope and pray that I can be that for other people, especially the people that I love and care for. And I'm so beyond grateful for the people that have done that for me. Because one thing about me, like, yes, I know we have been talking about all these lows that I had been going through in 2023 about my creative self-worth, etc. But one thing about me, I know I'm that girl. I know I can do the thing, you know what I mean? And that is because I did have like a few people here and there who like deeply affirmed my creative pursuits. Like my parents were always super passionate about telling me that, oh my God, you are a good poet. I had to say, girl, calm down, stop, but please keep going. Not necessarily as much with my acting. I think it's specifically my acting where I lacked a lot of affirmation. And I am now seeing that as I enter adulthood, that it's my greatest passion, but at the same time, it is where I have the least creative confidence. But that's going to come. It's going to come with time. If any of my friends who are creatives are watching this, my God, please know that I believe in you. Even if I'm just the one person, the sole person in your life telling you to go for it, like creatives, we run the world, man. Like artists change the world. The world would not like move the same way without us. People would not know how to exercise and practice empathy or compassion or even organize themselves in a lot of way politically were it not for art. So this is both, I'm saying it to myself and to maybe some other creative people who could be watching this, any friends or family, that art is freaking necessary. Art is, the world needs it. So yeah, don't let your mind tell you that there is nothing intelligent about it just because maybe it's precarious work, or there are people who are telling you that you'll forever be doomed to the working class. Let me tell you, I would rather be working class for the rest of my life but live in purpose than to be stuck behind a desk all day. Love you, all my lawyers. I'm glad some of you were passionate, but it wasn't for me. That is not what I was called to. So one thing about me, I'm going to go chase my calling, okay? Sort of towards the end of 2023, I started to be just like overwhelmed with this sense of like peace and just like overwhelming sense of joy in the decision that I made. Like it's just in the little things. Like I work at a small Italian cafe in order to be able to like cover my bills and stuff, and I had spent a large portion of the beginning of the year being like, how am I 22 years old and I'm still stuck working in hospitality? This is what I left my law degree for. Like, what do I think I'm doing? But towards the end of the year, I just started to like rejoice in so many small things. Like the cafe that I work at, the business is basically runs off our regular customers. Like all the customers that come into the cafe, they know my name, I know their name, I instantly know what they're going to order, I know their kids' names, they're in there every day, and I'm just like so grateful to be playing this small role in these people's life, that the cafe is a hub for socialization for a lot of them who come to the cafe. Like them coming to the cafe, interacting with me or with other customers, that is their place of socialization, or like meeting with people, especially a lot of these older customers. And I just feel so like thankful that I'm able to be a part of that, and just the gift of serving other people and being able to be hospitable for other people, even though it's not my business. I'm still just a barista, but I'm just so thankful for that. And every day I'm excited to go to work, which is so crazy because it's not like making coffees is like my passion or anything, but I didn't think that it would bring me as much joy as it has been recently. And I'm just really thankful for that job, and also the flexibility of the job, that it means that I can come home and I'm not like super exhausted, and I can still work on all of my creative endeavors and like be studying for improving my skill set as an actress. And I just feel like that whole year was a lot of seeds being planted, and something in my spirit is really stirring me to say that this year in 2024 I'm gonna see a lot of the fruits of what was planted last year. So I'm so excited to see what 2024 brings. I'm so thankful for what 2023 brought me, as much as at times I wasn't able to see the blessings that year was filled with. I'm just so looking forward to 2024, and I'm walking into this year overwhelmed, like with a scary level of joy that just exists in my body, and I'm so thankful for that, because it's a feeling that I haven't really had in a really long time. So I'm excited to do the things that I know God has written in the stars that I'm meant to do. I'm excited to propel myself into acting. I'm so excited to write more poems and perform for people, and to engage with other performers as well, to just really challenge myself and raise the bar in terms of my skill set as an actor and a poet. I'm excited to challenge myself and go above and beyond what I thought would even really be possible for myself. Like, I want to become confident enough that, who knows, this year I might finally work up the courage to release my music. And in fact, let me not even say maybe, let me say I'm calling it, I'm willing it to become that I'm going to release music, that I'm going to let people hear my music, because I'm so overjoyed and happy when I'm making music. I'm going to challenge myself. I want to start writing more, push myself to actually write a book. I think one of the biggest insecurities that I've faced throughout my life, and I'm hoping that I'm able to work through this year, is an insecurity I have surrounding my intelligence or my intellectual capabilities. And I've had a lot of kind and amazing friends who've urged me over the years to be like, hey, you should write a book, or you should make a book, a collection of poems into a book. And oftentimes I think I've convinced myself that wasn't a good idea, because I didn't feel like I was intelligent enough or articulate enough in my thoughts and feelings about the things that I'd want to write about, for it to be meaningful for me to write a book, if that makes sense. But I want to challenge that for myself, that if I do think that I'm not intelligent, which I know is not true, that's just the enemy speaking nonsense into my brain. It's not true, but I want that to drive me and fire me to learn more, to speak to people more, to read more, so that I am constantly improving myself as an intellectual, and also as still being an academic. Just because I dropped out of uni doesn't mean that it lessens my intelligence in any way. There are so many different ways that intelligence can be expressed, and I want to gain confidence in how I know my intelligence is expressed again. So this year I'm going to start working on this book, and that's a challenge that I want to overcome. Financially this year, I want to be able to pay off my student loan, which is crazy, because when I tell you the amount of debt I am in, you people wouldn't believe. And on my current income, how on earth do I think I'm going to pay off this student loan? But again, like I was saying before, I just feel it in my spirit that this year is going to be the year of miracles, and my life is about to be transformed. I'm going to go out there and set some fucking crazy goals. Like, miracles are possible, so why wouldn't I name something as absurd as saying I'm going to pay off my student loan? I'm going to write and perform my one woman theatre show. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to perform my poetry on stages across the world. I'm going to become a full-time actress. I'm naming these things. I'm not ashamed to declare that they are my goals, because I know that God has written it in the stars that these are the things that I'm going to do, I'm meant to do. So I'm gonna pursue it passionately and express it loudly and publicly, that this is truly what I was born to do. So I'm really excited for 2024. I'm thankful for 2023. I'm excited to see the seeds that were sowed in 2023 now bear fruit in 2024. I think at the end of 2024, I want to come back to this video, and I know I'm going to look back at it and be like, wow, look at everything that I named in that video and how it came true. So yeah, I'm going to document it for that reason. Hopefully this is the first of many videos that I'll make throughout this year, just documenting my life ever since having moved to London, ever since having decided to work towards becoming a full-time creative. And I'm excited to document this journey. I love you and miss you all, and I hope that we may speak soon. Mwah.